Rick, the floor is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna do a one man. I'm doing a 1-man show, but it's 2 parts, and I'm gonna do the voices for both. Okay,
it's you. It's your podcast.
This is from the the always classic Joe Dirt movie. So you're gonna tell me that you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles, no screaming memes? Kicking Wing says, no. Joe Dirt. Oh, come on, man. You got no ladyfingers, fuzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doodads, or crap flappers? No, I don't. You're going to stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, Nipsey daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser? No, because snakes and sparklers are the ones I like. Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like. It's the consumer. And see.
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's just
like, dumb shit's my middle name.
Yeah. Yeah. Along with some other middle names, but yeah. That's one of them.
I'm adaptable.
Yeah. That's particularly particularly applicable to this episode. It's 4th of July, boys. Best holiday, one of the best holidays, I'd say probably one of our top holidays of the year. A day of joy, excitement, enjoying some good fireworks, some good food, good brews, good bros.
Freedom is just flowing in the air.
Just, yeah, patriotism.
That's right.
All over our faces, all day.
Preferably the freedom, not the fireworks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, preferably something that's not going to burn my face off.
Yeah. Or blow your house up.
Exactly. 4th of July, boys. How are we feeling? This is, for the record, if you listeners have been listening to our podcast, this is pre-recorded. Spoiler alert. You guys know Eric is in London right now, fighting off the Brits, getting stabbed.
Wearing this exact outfit in London.
You have to.
You have to, Eric.
You have to wear that Bucky shirt.
Yeah. This will be great. This will be great content if you just come like the week after. It's just me and Brandon on the pod now.
Hey, I'll just be walking around with like a musket and being like, "Where's King George?
Yeah,
where's King George?"
Everybody's looking at you like,
"Yeah, dude, he died a long time ago."
Yeah, he really is a dumb shit. Oh man, how you boys feeling? How are we feeling this year? This 4th of July, freedom coming around the corner. Eric, I'll start with you,
dude. As you can tell, I love the 4th of July. See this?
I
love the 4th of July. It's literally one of my favorite holidays. I think it's because it is you can be obnoxiously patriotic on the 4th of July. You can do the George Washington in like a SUV with a minigun. You can do a bald eagle with machine guns. I'm not even a big gun guy, but it's like you could do all that kind of. I used to have a shirt. It says Ben Drinkin, and it's got Ben Franklin with like a beer in his hand. Should have wore that was an option for a shirt I could have wore. But no, I love the 4th of July, and usually we have like some kind of 4th of July slip and slide, or like a party, or I don't have it downstairs. I should have grabbed it, but I have a Bald Eagle beer funnel that was a new addition, the Freedom Funnel. That's a great addition for a nice little patriotic weekend. But no, I love the 4th of July.
Nice. Did the Freedom Funnel lead you into multiple knee infections last year?
It could have. Inconclusive.
It may or may not have been the reason.
Yeah, we busted it out. That was just last year. We busted it out for I think my youngest's birthday. And that was Hadley. Way to go, Hadley. Your 5th birthday, or your 5th birthday rocked.
Yeah.
And then we used it on the 4th of July, but we didn't use it that much on the 4th of July weekend. It was more that Hadley's birthday, but yes, it's a great way to get the good times rolling and maybe bust your knee open running onto a slip and slide. So good memories and bad memories lately.
Hey, that's America. That's what you get with freedom. Good and bad, right?
That's right. They're like, you can do that if you want to do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Listen, I remember for a while there, we used to have 4th of July's at the Bigness household. At your mom and dad.
We love it.
Yeah.
Bignesses love 4th of July.
You guys love yourself some good 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting
Fireworks
fireworks
in the-
off in the middle of the road.
Brandon's
with,
been there. Fireworks
Yep.
off in front of my parents' house. Some of them blow up in the yard. You never know, dude. You gotta be light. You got what is it? You gotta be on your tippy toes.
Yeah, head on a swivel.
Yeah.
And leave with all your toes.
Yeah.
Even with all your toes. Yeah, that's the
Yes.
most important thing.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Brandon, what about you? You excited about this 4th of July this year?
It'll be a different one. We will also be traveling. We'll be the girls have nationals during that time, so we'll actually be in Myrtle Beach on 4th of July.
Nice.
That's a good place to
That'll be
be for
good.
4th of July,
There'll be
Brandon.
some good people watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, normally we'll do like a neighborhood big shindig where we kind of close off we basically block off the road, probably illegally, but block it off and have a big potluck and fireworks and whatnot. But nope, this year we will be doing it from the beach. We'll see. I don't know. We have no plan, so we'll see what happens when we're out there.
Myrtle Beach does seem like a place that'll go all out though for the 4th of July.
Like Brandon said, people watching will
Yeah.
be fantastic.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll have like a nice fireworks show too on the beach. I'm sure that'll be pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll
So
see. I'll report back.
we'll see. Brandon's gonna turn into one of those people he's watching.
Yeah.
So Anish, you'll have to tell me how Chicago is, or the area of Chicago is. But
Those are
what
ghost gunshots.
yeah, are those gunshots?
Yeah, we don't know.
Karen, I think I hear gunshots out there.
It might be Myrtle Beach too. I don't know.
Yeah. Or Nashville. Could be Nashville as well.
Yeah.
Or London.
So Anish, I don't know.
It's stabbing. It's stabbing.
I'm gonna get me a red coat.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, Anish, what I love is when people who aren't from here are here for the 4th of July and they literally are overwhelmed. Dude, it sounds like it's bombs over Baghdad. When on the 4th of July night, it is just nothing but fireworks in every single direction until about 2 a.m. There's fireworks going off from
Same.
like dusk to 2 a.m. Yeah.
Same here. Yeah. So like it's all just like neighborhood fireworks. There's
Yes.
people like just
Yes.
blowing them off. And it's funny because in Illinois it's illegal to buy fireworks. So you have to drive to like Wisconsin or Michigan to buy fireworks. So like people are actually like trying.
They're
to
like,
go
deal.
out. Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah,
I'll do
exactly. Yeah, so you gotta drive like make a 2-hour trip, basically round trip to go get some fireworks, and then yeah, till like 2 a.m. people are just blowing them off in the yard, and like, dude, some people are blowing off like huge ones in the yard.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, dude,
Yeah.
my windows are shaking.
that. Yep.
But yeah, not looking forward to this year with the new baby, but
I mean, yeah. Well, it's a baptism or
By
baptism
fire.
by fire
Yeah.
there, but baptism by firework there, Nish.
yeah,
Or hopefully a light sleeper, or no, so
A
excuse
heavy
me,
sleeper.
a heavy sleeper. Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully the second baby is like my first kid, who's
Yeah.
a deep sleeper.
Yep.
That'll just be best case scenario.
Nice.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm just coping now. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
I'm just
you know what
coping.
you're planning on for your second kid? Not gonna. It's not. It's gonna
Yeah.
be the opposite of that.
Exactly. Yeah, nothing's gonna come easy. I'm fully prepared for that.
In this last couple years ago, my neighbor, her sister, they're older, retired. Her sister came down from Pennsylvania, and we were outside. Everybody's outside watching fireworks just go off around the neighborhoods and stuff. And she was like, "Is it always like this?" I'm like, "That's freedom, baby.
Yes.
That's the sound of freedom right now."
Yeah.
Spending about $5,000 on fireworks.
Yeah. Listen, I'm to the point where I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind it like on July 3rd, July 4th, like those 2 days, go ham. But when you're doing like July 6th, then I'm like, okay, people, it's time.
Yeah,
Too much
there-
freedom. Too much
it-
freedom.
I will say it is like even like the night before July 4th, people will shoot them off, and you're like, "It's not July 4th yet."
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of
it's
the
okay.
deal.
Yeah.
It's like
But-
go nuts on July 4th. I agree,
Yeah.
Nish. And the second night, I get it. High schoolers like, "Hey, we
Mhm.
still have some fireworks. Can we shoot them off?"
Yeah.
I get it, but you're right. It does go when it goes on like 3-4 days afterwards. You're like, "All right, guys, like now you're criminals."
Yeah. Yeah. To real get off my lawn vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Eric's just gonna run that back
Yeah.
from a few episodes ago.
I was going to say, speaking of high schoolers, some of the stupid things, which is funny because Anish, I agree. As I've gotten older, my buying of fireworks has gone down, and I like to enjoy other people shooting fireworks.
Yeah.
2 years ago, so last year was the infamous slip and slide. I literally watched fireworks from a hospital bed, and it was honestly one of the most depressing moments of that whole thing was sitting there without my kids who love fireworks just like me, and out of a tiny little hospital window watching some fireworks over the city. And I was like, this is sad. This is a low point. The only way it'd be worse if I took a shit in my pants right now.
Spoiler.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
Camera pans into Eric. Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, that didn't happen that time. No, and then the year before that, somebody gave me they were like, hey, we have extra fireworks. You want them? And I had cinder blocks to keep the big fireworks from falling over. This was a smaller one, and so I thought it was going to be okay. And that damn thing fell sideways and shot toward us on our concrete patio, or our patio in our backyard. And Nathan was there, and he was pushing me like, run. And it literally blew up on our patio, like boom. So that was one of those like, we need to dial down what we're doing here. Like that was way too scary. Could have blown up the house.
Yeah.
Like there were like buckshots inside the house. Like
that's crazy.
It literally blew up right by, because our door was open. So yeah, so it's like it is, but okay, but makes me think of when we were in high school. We used to, so Anish, in front of my parents' house, my dad built us one year a PVC pipe like bazooka launcher, and we would take like 20 bottle rockets and tie them to the wicks together and light them and just be like shooting bottle rockets. But then as we got older, it's perfect for shooting them at your buddies in a field. Yeah, and so like you'd literally be like, one be you're like, whoa, that was close, ha 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 ha, and like light another one and throw it at somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shooting bottle rockets at each other, shooting Roman candles at each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Just classic good high school fun, right?
Yeah. Yes. So one time I lit a bottle rocket and I threw it and I was watching it and all of a sudden I was like, ow! And on my chest, the wick came off the firework and landed on my shirt, put a hole in a blister on through a hole through my shirt and a blister on my chest, and we just laughed and laughed.
Yeah. Which, what we know now, Eric, you being prone to infections?
I know. I think it burned the infection away, Anish.
Yeah. It pushed past the actual infection part of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we're all here with all our 10 toes, 10 fingers. All of our body parts.
Yeah. No. What's the guy's name? Pierre Paul? No.
Jason Pierre Paul.
Jason Pierre Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. The New York Giants stud defensive end who blew his hand off in a firework incident. And if you've seen the picture, you know.
Yeah. Don't Google it, but don't Google it.
Yeah, Google it. I'm not telling you to Google it, but it's out there.
It's out there.
And it's real.
Yeah. It's gruesome.
Yes.
Be prepared.
It's gnarly.
Graphic warning. Be warned. Maybe all of our middle names are dumb shits too, Eric.
Yeah.
Maybe not just you. Might just be us. Oh man. Yeah, we used to, when we were younger, we used to all like with all the extra bottle rockets we had, we would like we'd go out to like Percy Priest Lake and like just like light them and just throw them in the lake at nighttime, and you can just see it like blow up. And yeah,
dude, fireworks in the water. You're like, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah, it's very cool. Now I'm sure if I see it, I don't know if I'll still have the same enthusiasm about it, but I'm sure it's still pretty cool. Brandon, what kind of Easter egg stories did you have? I feel like the Scridge.
There had to be some good
crazy
ones.
Stories.
You can't tell me you guys didn't mess around with fireworks.
Oh yeah, we had all the fireworks. Probably the scariest one was, I think it was a after situation where we had stuff left over.
Yep,
and
that's when the trouble happens.
Yeah, and honestly, now that I think about the scenario, it may have been like way after it was, because it was cold, and that plays into the story, or colder.
Like Halloween.
Well, I know it was cold enough that my dad had the water hose winterized because he would needed water.
Wait, what do you use a water hose for, Brandon?
Spoiler, I needed it. But they had this pool, and they had the deck, and beside the deck up the stairs they had these huge bushes. I can't remember what type of bushes they were. These huge bushes.
Holly.
No, but very flammable. But Tyler was supposed to meet me outside for some reason, and I guess we're gonna play or something. But I had these extra bottle rockets. I said, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna shoot one at him when he comes out the back door. And so I was like hiding in the bush, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot it through the bush. He's not even gonna see me. It's gonna hit him. It's gonna be hilarious. And so I lit it.
That's assault, brother.
Funny. But spoiler, didn't get that far, because when I lit it, shocker, the plant went up in flames.
So you were in the bush? Like you were like in it?
And then so it caught on to the the next bush. Dad didn't have his bushes trimmed. They should have been trimmed a lot better.
Yeah,
But,
blame it on your dad, Brandon.
Both bushes on fire. Ran to the water hose, winterized. No, it's got the little the cover over it. So my dad was like having to fill up like bowls of water, and me and Tyler were like having to go fireman, like trying to put it out, and it burnt both those bushes down,
like Little Rascal style, going to get water buckets.
Mom was so mad. She was not happy.
Yeah, thankfully I never did that with fireworks.
Yeah, I never caught anything on fire.
Almost burnt down the whole deck.
Brandon, that would have been.
Not great.
Yeah, not great. Not great. Not a good winter.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think it had to be. I mean, it was. I don't know if it was like winter, spring, or so. I don't know. The water hose was winterized, so I do vividly remember.
That's great.
Not being able to get water.
Yeah. You're like, where's the water pressure, Dad? He's like, why is the deck on fire?
Oh man.
Yeah, the water hose was not there either. Like the little cover was over it. Like nothing was there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's not ideal.
That's not great.
So that's one of the bad things that could happen.
Yeah. That's the Easter egg story I was looking for, Brandon.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. that's what the people want.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, we were going out. As you boys know, my parents had a motel in Dixon, Tennessee, and we had a pool, outdoor pool. So we would just like buy a bunch of fireworks, and there was like a big area by the pool. We just light them all over there. That way, if we needed water, easy access.
Yep, of course.
Just kick it right into the pool.
That's smart.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't have to do that, but we were prepared in case we did because we knew.
You never know until you're in the moment.
Yeah, you never know until you're in the moment, right?
Yeah, you think you're prepared for everything, and then something bad happens.
Yeah, like fireworks fall over.
That's the scariest thing when a firework goes rogue, and it's like, oh shit, everybody run!
Or when you get a dud, but you don't know if it's a dud or not. For sure. You're just waiting around.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah. Like, we're just gonna wait here for a minute.
Yeah. You pour your beer on it.
Yep.
Which makes it even scarier.
Yeah. Let's throw alcohol in this highly flammable thing.
Dude, Anish, the one that fell over, because it was like Nathan was in town. I think that was the weekend you were here too, Anish, but you were at the Nolensville fireworks show with Viraj.
Yep.
But my cousin and her husband Paul was here with their two girls. And I think he was already like not necessarily on board with just fireworks going off in my backyard. And then as that one fell over, he was in like super protective mode. It was a little bit like, lighten up, dude. No one blew up. All right. It could have.
Yeah. They do. This is my house. I almost burned my own house down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Your kids are going to love this. But apparently the next year, her kids, my cousin's, my cousin, she said her kids were like, are we going to do fireworks? Are we going to shoot fireworks? I'm like, okay. Fireworks do rule.
Yeah. It's the perfect entertaining when you're a kid.
Yep.
Like, even as adults, like right now, I'll stare at fireworks and be like, ooh, I'm intrigued.
I think as you get older, though, the fear is more like, dude, you can blow your hand off.
Hey, I will be honest. The last couple of years, we do like the big neighborhood thing. We get a ton, but I don't ever volunteer to be the.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
You also get stuck like being the guy out there like messing with.
And you're sweating your ass off, dude. That's the other thing. Yeah. July 4th in the South, it's very hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
It's very hot. So you're like sweating, maybe drinking in the dark. You're trying to do a show, and people are like, "Oh, ooh, oh."
Yeah, it's all fun and games for the people that are like 20 yards away.
Yes.
That are out of imminent danger.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you're the one fiddling around with the lighter that's not working properly.
Yes. Or your fingers like sore as hell if you're using like a not good lighter.
Yeah. Like a scroll one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Or usually you're running as it's like,
yeah,
like shooting off. You don't get to see it most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not fun. You don't want to be stuck with that job.
No. One time, me and a buddy, Aaron, if you're out there listening, this one's for you. He had a mortar firework, but we didn't know it was a mortar firework. And he was like, let's just light this thing. And it had 3 bulbs on it with a long wick. So we put it in front of my parents' yard. We lit it and ran, and it had the 3 explosions, but it was those mortar giant sky ones going off in the McNeil's yard. Boom, boom, like big. It was one of those where like, oh shoot, that should have been 300 feet in the air.
Yeah. Also, you guys have a lot of tree coverage.
A lot of trees, a lot of leaves.
Yeah. That mortar's not going up that high.
No. Wait. On the road, it's clear. We just didn't have a tube for it to shoot out of.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, you're gonna miss it this year, Eric. In London, you're over there in London.
Two years in a row, not going to be able to shoot off fireworks.
Yeah, last year not by choice.
Bring some fireworks with me on an airplane.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. That won't get you blacklisted, Eric.
Yeah, no.
Ship them over there. Ship them over there.
Yeah,
It's probably safe.
And this is why you lost the war with like Roman candles.
In front of Big Ben.
Yeah, I hate to break up tea time. Fire Roman candles, red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Like Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder, one hand out.
Yeah. Anish, were you with us, or Brandon, were you with us the time we did the fireworks show in downtown Nashville and we were on the bridge and the rainstorm?
I think we.
I think both of you.
It was both of us.
Someone lost a flip flop or something.
Katie did. A drunk person stepped on her foot and ripped her flip flop. She had to walk down Broadway.
Bare 1 foot,
which is
or one shoe.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna marry that girl.
And weren't we there like all day?
Yeah, dude. That was the thing. That's a very young person thing.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go hang out in the
We
sun.
at noon.
Yeah, no water, no food, barely any bathrooms, and we'll just watch. We'll wait for 8 hours.
Yeah,
one shoe. Remember that when that storm came in, like mid fireworks show, and it was like the most chaotic thing ever.
National fireworks shows were awesome back in the day. And
Dude,
now
apparently
it's
the number one show in America.
Yep, that's what I've heard. But the crowds show it.
I know. No.
Dude, now you can't even
it's
like
chaos.
Yeah,
Get
it's
off
like
my
backed
lawn.
up all the way to freaking like 8th Avenue, dude. Like the crowd. It's like, how fun is that?
Yeah, I know.
Like before, we can just go right by the river and watch.
That is true though, but I have memories when I was a kid. My parents would take us down, and we did it because it used to be way smaller on that like riverfront where like Dance in the District used to be an ish right there on the barge on the river. And like I'm like looking back, I'm like, why would my parents do that? Like we would like be up there all damn day, exhausted and whining. Good fireworks show, but now I'm like, God, I got to create those memories, don't I? Frig.
I get exhausted and whiny, let alone the kids, dude.
I know. Or did you, Brandon? Did you ever go to Stone Mountain for the 4th of July? They do a great fireworks show and laser show on the mountain there.
The laser show is awesome.
Very cool.
I haven't seen the fireworks show though.
Yeah, they do. They do it good.
Nice.
They do it good.
Yeah, the Navy Pier does a huge fireworks show here, but I'm not trying to go all the way down to downtown.
Yeah,
so usually
no.
So usually there's like a minor league baseball team like 10 minutes down the road from us.
The Cubs?
Minor league.
Oh, gotcha.
White Sox.
Yeah. White Sox. Yeah, White Sox. Yeah, come on.
Duh.
No, but if usually like every 4th of July they play a home game, and every 4th they do like a big fireworks show after
That's
the
cool.
game, and it's a pretty decent fireworks show. So we'll just buy tickets to the game, just hang out, eat some glizzies, some pretzels, and just have a good old time, and then watch the fireworks shows. It's good. It's fun. We did make a mistake though the first time we did it, because we've done it for 2 years now. The first time we did it, we went at the beginning of the game and waited the whole time, and like Zoya was not having it. She was like, "So this is too long," and I was like, "You're not wrong for a boring
like,
game."
I know. You're like, I know, sister.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like a minor league game, so it's not even really that great. And like
July.
It's July. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
Could we have done this in like April?
Yeah,
for Founding Fathers.
Yeah, for real.
No lie, I have been to Independence Hall, and it is special. It's very cool. Very cool.
Nice. But yeah. Minor league baseball games in the middle of summer. Fun, not fun. Fun for me because I'm drinking and just enjoying myself.
Nice.
Not fun for my wife and kid.
Yeah, when you're burping beer, hot dogs in her face.
Yeah.
Are we sticking to the 10th?
Yeah.
Are we going extra innings tonight, baby?
Yeah. Yeah. So this year we might do it again this year, depending on with the kid and whatnot. But if we do it again this year, we're definitely gonna go like in like the 5th or 6th inning. No, we're gonna go like later in the game, like towards the end of the game, and then enjoy the fireworks. When we
They got a first 100 newborn promotion going on. Gets a free hat or something.
Yeah,
You get a free snake firework.
free snake firework. Yeah. Now we'll probably just leave the new baby with the grandparents, and we'll go out and have a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't need to give PTSD to a baby.
That
really odd.
first one.
Yeah.
Foul
Just
ball.
blow out her eardrum from the get go. Probably not a great look. Oh man.
Anish,
Yeah.
before we do our draft, can I do a little monologue?
Hey.
Hey, hold
It's
on.
your
I
podcast.
have
Oh,
one more
sorry.
story.
Oh,
If we're getting out of story time.
No, we can do story
go
time. I
for
love
it.
story time.
It's a sad story.
Oh, shit. I mean,
Well, I mean, there's no like funny. I mean, there's no like fun stories. This is a sad one though, so we'll go from sad to hopefully a happy draft.
oh
Maybe.
God.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Eric's monologue will be good.
Yeah, mine will be good.
Yeah.
The most memorable 4th of July. I'm trying to think. We were married. Yes, we were married. It was right. We had maybe been married a year, but we always do a 4th of July at my parents, and I had to throw down at the parents' house.
Oh,
A ton of
I think I know
people.
where this is going.
Y'all both been to my parents' house. They have a long driveway, cars full down the driveway, and it's like, I mean, it's close to midnight. Like, we stayed out like all day, and we go to leave. I think Courtney was driving. Yeah, Courtney was definitely driving. And she's backing out in the middle of my parents' driveway. It's kind of bumpy. There's pieces missing and stuff, so it's kind of you kind of bounce as you're going through. But she's backing up, trying not to hit cars. People had to move cars, and it kind of bumps a little bigger than normal. And I joke, and I'm like, probably ran over the cat.
Oh,
And then as she's backing up more, you see the headlights flash, and sure enough, man, I nailed it. She ran right over the cat. The cat was sleeping.
God.
Somehow, it was. We still have no clue how old this cat was. I found it in like middle school, and it was full grown, and it lasted until like it lived until. Spoiler, after this.
a good bit. A good bit. Sophie? Is that Sophie?
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe.
I was close.
Yeah, she was an outdoor cat, and after this, she became an indoor cat because I mean, you run over a cat with a car, you think it's dead.
Oh, yeah, it's like
so I get
the
out,
cat
go
from
to it.
Hocus Pocus.
It's in a lot of pain, but not dead. And we're like, what do we? I didn't know what to do. So we're like, we'll take it to the emergency vet. So I pick up this cat. I think me and my dad and my brother, I think Tyler went there. Tyler, put in the comments if you went. I cannot remember.
I'd be like, I'm not going, dude.
So we go to the emergency vet. Also, emergency vet at night on a holiday, not somewhere you want to be. But I'm covered in like cat pee, cat blood. Like my shirt's just disgusting. And so we go. I'm thinking they're gonna put this thing down. There's no way. And doc comes out. That's the healthiest cat I've ever seen. And he's like, other than the shattered leg, they're like, we can't save the leg. It's gonna have to be like cut off, basically.
Just a bunch of 20. You're like, can you put him down? Can you put her down?
And so, yeah. So in the moment, we're like, all right. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember if they stitched it up or if it eventually I can't remember if it amputated its leg like then. I don't know why I cannot remember, or if we took it home and then had to take it back.
I feel like it was like a.
I can't remember, but I want to say it was like amputated there. But anyway, I was at the animal ER until like 3 a.m. on 4th of July, and that's my most memorable 4th of July. And I don't even know if I want to say some of the other stuff I saw in there. It wasn't good.
Don't, Brandon. We're not trying to bring the vibes down altogether.
Yeah, what? You got like animal torture, like fireworks stuff?
I mean, the story's gotta be crazy, dude. Like dogs running up to a lit firework, dude. I can see that happening a lot.
Oh.
No, some kids it's sad. Some kids had shot a cat with an arrow, and it was still alive. They caught it in.
Yeah,
you asked. You asked.
Fuck, dude.
Someone's dog got hit by a car and it didn't make it, and then people are just like breaking down in the.
Dude, imagine that vet. That's like PTSD. Like freaking Vietnam every damn day.
Dude, seriously.
Jeez.
Happy 4th.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is bad side freedom.
Did the kids go to jail for shooting the cat with a freaking bow and arrow? Or they found the animal
up, dude.
or dog?
Someone like called it in, and a cop brought it in.
Oh God, dude, that's like psycho behavior.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Seriously,
jeez.
I told you I didn't want to tell I shouldn't even told this whole story. It's so bad, but I mean, hey, bright side, I guess the cat lived a lot longer. Became an indoor cat. Moved in with that. Courtney felt so bad. She's like, we got to take the cat in, because Phoebe had only been an outside cat, never been indoors, so she learned to be indoors, and lived out the end of her life
for like
pampered.
Years.
Yeah, Doc wasn't joking. Healthy.
I remember your first apartment, or that your dad's
duplex thing.
Yeah, that place. The cat was there.
Yep.
3-legged cat.
All 3 legs.
Yeah. Brandon was like, I didn't want to tell that story as he interrupted Eric before he got
He's like, wait, I got a good story real quick.
As I was telling it, I was like, this isn't a great story. It's sad.
Yeah, we're like, not really firework related, but
It was leaving. It was 4th of July though.
Yeah, it was 4th of July.
I spent 4th of July at the animal ER.
Dude, I bet you that bill was a very expensive visit.
Yeah, wasn't great.
Dude, one time, so what's funny, Brandon, now that you say that, one time we had a cat, Presley, he was moping around all damn day. It was the 4th of July, no vets were open, had to go to the emergency vet. Katie thought he was going to die, like he was dying. He was literally like not doing anything. And they did like, ironically, a CAT scan on a cat. They did like all these like different things on him. And they're like, oh, he had like pee urine crystals in his bladder. So once we pumped out his bladder, he's good to go.
Stones?
It was like $800. And I remember Katie was bawling. We were on our way to the vet, Brandon, and I was like, we were poor. We were newly married. And I remember thinking, being like, or telling her, I'm like, I know you're upset, but we need to discuss dollars that we're willing to pay because we have no money. We don't have money, like an extra $1,000, and we paid it. We paid.
How about that, Eric? You're in the same situation now as you were when you're newly married. No money.
Now that I think about it, like Eric and Phoebe, very, very similar 4th of July.
Yes. You like almost lost a leg.
Almost losing a leg.
At least you had both yours. That poor cat.
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't run me over, Brandon.
Hey, this Courtney was driving, not me. I was being responsible. I said, you know what? You're gonna need to drive home tonight.
Just don't hit anything. I won't.
Yeah.
We need to make it out of the driveway.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio after he takes Quaaludes and Wolf of Wall Street.
Get off the phone.
Dude, that cat, my dad would like feed it before he left for work at like whatever 6 in the morning or whatever it was.
So he was like, "Hey, dinner time or breakfast time."
Yeah. So the cat moves in with us, and it's like, "Hey, breakfast is at 6." Like meowing.
He's like, "Hey," Phoebe's like, "I run a pretty tight ship here, okay?"
Very punctual. Very punctual.
Uh,
I don't know. Doc said she was fine. I'm like, must have been hard to hear and didn't hear the car turn on.
Yeah.
Well, probably the only safe spot from the fireworks.
Yeah. So honestly, that's probably what it was. It was probably hiding from the fireworks. Like, oh, thank God I'm safe here.
Yeah. I know the owners of this vehicle. They're cool.
Honestly, the sound of the car engine was probably nothing compared to the fireworks earlier in the night.
Yeah.
Hey, if I could put some positive spin, we saved Phoebe from, I think someone had burnt, like she had like burn marks, found her like in like the creek near my house. Like some kids have been mean to her. So she lived a rough life, but she was pampered there at the end.
Minus the being run over by the car.
Yeah, minus losing the leg. And then she got really pampered.
Yeah, she started really paying attention to her.
Dude, Brandon, now we're just like talking rambling here. We had a cat growing up. My dad rescued her downtown Nashville, rescued her from where he worked. It was a tailless cat. Same thing, malnourished, didn't have any whatever. It was an outdoor cat. That cat lived for like 25 years.
Cats live forever, dude.
Hey, cat's got heart.
Yeah.
Grit.
Heart.
Greedy cat.
Yeah. Cats really do have 9 lives, boys.
They do, man. They're tough.
They really
tough
do.
Sons of bitches.
Again, we never found out how old that cat was. She had to be 30. I'm not joking. Had to be like close to 30.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was fully grown by the time you found it.
It was grown when I found it in middle school, and then I'm trying to think of when it died. I mean, it was late 20s when it died, probably. Legend.
Mm.
Shout out Phoebe.
Shout out Phoebe. All right, Phoebe to the homie.
Yeah. All right. Hey, now turn it happy. Monologue it.
Let's spin it back, Eric. The floor is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna do a one man. I'm doing a 1-man show, but it's 2 parts, and I'm gonna do the voices for both. Okay,
it's you. It's your podcast.
This is from the always classic Joe Dirt movie. So you're gonna tell me that you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles, no screaming memes? Kicking Wing says, no. Joe Dirt. Oh, come on, man. You got no lady fingers, fuzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doodads, or crap flappers? No, I don't. You're going to stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, Nipsey daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser? No, because snakes and sparklers are the ones I like. Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like. It's the consumer. I've seen that movie 1,000 times. And I think of Every time someone likes a snake or a sparkler, I'm like, that's lame. I was talking to a turtle or a snail out in the desert. He was telling me it's boring. It's got no finesse. He's like, you talk to a snail, buddy. You're focusing on the wrong part of the story.
That's a classic all-American movie.
It's great, and the fireworks scene is great.
Very
Joe
good.
Dirt, you taught me to sell the good stuff.
Yep. All right. I think that's a perfect transition, Eric. We've been talking a lot about fireworks.
A lot of firework talk.
It's 4th of July. You have to. You can't have 4th of July without fireworks. They go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So with that, our draft this week is going to be firework theme, and we're going to draft best firework names. Okay. Now there's a lot of crazy names out there, a lot of funny ones, a lot of clever ones. Honestly, you can probably make up a name, and it's probably a firework named that. To be honest, because in my research, there's a lot of wild ones out there.
I just went through 30 of them too.
Yeah.
So no, I was going to use the Joe Dirt. You really blew up my draft.
I was just doing the monologue.
I was just going to draft like the top 3 he said. Really?
Hey, you're still good, Eric. You're still good. Okay, so our draft order is probably gonna be a little messed up because we're pre-recording this, and I don't know what draft we're on, but for the purpose of staying what we did last time, Eric's got the first pick.
Let's go.
Brandon, you got the second, and I'm rounding up the third with the back-to-backs.
And just like eeny, meeny, miny, moe, I'm first.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck Eric.
Not today.
Yeah. So we'll do 3 rounds, and then we'll do some honorable mentions. All right, Eric. What do you got? First pick.
My first firework. So as we kind of did a little recap before we started this podcast, it is funny how many fireworks you shoot and you don't think about the names. It's almost like you consume it and it's gone, and you go, oh, that's a great firework name, and then you just move on, with your life. It blows shit up, and the next day you're picking up all the paper and the cardboard and stuff from fireworks. First overall, I'm taking the Put It in Reverse, Terry.
Oh, that's good. That was on my list. That was 101 on my list, Eric.
It's one of the best firework videos / viral videos of Put It in Reverse, Terry. A guy in a wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair, is lighting a firework, and he can't back up because the thing's blowing up around him. Put it in reverse, Terry. It's like an iconic firework expression.
And that video isn't even that old. Like,
I bet it's probably 15 years old by now, Anish.
You think?
It's almost got his driver's license.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up here.
It's a great video. Everyone, you have to know that. Everybody has to know that.
2017, video. Eric.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
2017. Not even 10 years.
I mean, that's still a little.
It's old. I mean, it's still old, but like, yeah.
I mean, not even 10.
Not even 10. Yeah. Nowhere near a driver's license.
I thought I could drive. I'm way off on that one.
You dumb shit.
That firework blew up in my hand, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon. What do you got for your first pick?
Man, that was a good one. I don't even have a 101. That would have been a good 101, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I don't even know. I'm like sitting here. Like I said, I got
Going
shit
back to
when you.
Brandon, you want me to filibuster? You want me to
when
filibuster for a
when
second?
you took all my Joe Dirt ones.
I did. Well, no. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have saved it for after the draft. It's just so good. Who's
okay. You can still draft him.
Don'ts.
Yeah. You can still draft him, Brandon.
Yeah.
You're on the board.
I think I'm just gonna draft some funny name. Oh, that's what it is. Funny name.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
funny
Yeah,
names.
best
What we're
names.
doing.
Yep.
Honestly, Brandon, you could make up a name.
What we're doing.
I
I
don't
don't
even
know what we're doing, right? Yeah, dude, Brandon,
Yeah.
the silly names. Those are some funny ones.
But I don't even know what kind they are. All right, 1, 2, 3. Give me unicorn puke. I don't know what it is. It
Nice.
looks some sort of aerial. It's got a cool package. If I see it at the stand this year, I'll get it.
Brandon, do you know what I love about the firework names? They tell you nothing.
Yeah,
what
you
the
have
firework
no clue
does.
Yeah, that might be a little cake thing. It might be it might just spit a sparkler out.
To be a sparkler, which I love a good sparkler that ends with the
Yeah. Little
crackle
crackles.
show.
Yeah.
Yep, I like those.
Because every one of these that I looked up, they all have just like the mortar type look on them.
Yep.
And I guarantee you half of them are not mortar fireworks.
Yep.
Okay. That was a good one, Brandon. Had it on my list as well. I'm pretty sure we're all looking at the same website here.
No. No.
100%.
So my 101 is going to be the Wicked Pissa.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
Anish. That's a great one.
That's a good one. And it's spelled like a Boston accent.
Yes.
So you got to, Wicked Pissa. Gotta hit it with the Boston accent.
Which is also very fitting because they always say the British are coming. The British are coming, and I guarantee he was like, "Those British are coming."
Yeah.
I'm a townie.
The most Boston thing that I've ever heard is the Mark Wahlberg movie, The Fighter, where they're trying to rush to like to something.
Yes.
Christian Bale's like, "Where's the car? Where'd you park the car?"
Dude, and like the 18 sisters that he lives with in the house are just like the most Boston looking ladies you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Brandon, which also makes me think of Gone Baby Gone when there's some I almost said it. There's some good lines in that movie.
I
Yeah.
knew exactly
Not
what
for
you're
this
gonna say.
podcast.
Yeah, not for the
After
podcast.
dark.
Sleepy Dad's Patreon.
Put it in reverse, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that back.
Yeah, and it's just me with the editor's note. I had to cut out the last whole half of the draft. We got way too off topic.
He did not.
Yeah. All right, my second pick. I'm gonna go with another good one. Just goes along with the theme. I'm gonna go with the Patriot Punch. Because what else says 4th of July than being a patriot? Am I right, boys?
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what half these fireworks do. I'm just going by name alone. And
That's what you do when you bomb.
That's
exactly,
right. Dude.
Okay,
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, what's this
packaging.
one? Does this thing go boom? Daggone firework, you light it on the end, it goes boom?
All right, Brandon, your second pick.
All right, I'll stick with the patriotic theme, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with a 48 shot aerial display called the Freedom Flames.
Yes.
It's got
Nice.
a fiery exhaust on the package. It says freedom. So at 48, that's a big number. I'm like, oh, that one's lasting a little bit. So you put that one towards the end of the
Yeah. Gotta get your money's worth.
train. So I'll definitely take that. So give me Freedom Flames.
Nice. That's a good name too. Great name. All right, Eric, your last two picks here.
My last two, pardon my language on these.
Oh,
Just throwing that out there. The first one I'm taking, it's got I'm going to say the name first and I'll describe it in a second. The name of this firework is Bitch Better Have My Honey. And it's got a Winnie the Pooh with his head blowing up like a nuclear bomb, but it's a mortar shot. Which I
Nice.
would buy that. That's probably a $49.99 firework right there.
Well worth it.
So I'm taking that. You just put My Honey on that one, Nish.
Now let's do like the B with the stars. Let's put like B with the stars. That's a good one, Eric. Last
And
pick.
then my last pick I'm going to go with just because of the last 2 years is kind of is applicable to me. But this one's called Grounds for Divorce, and it's a mega assortment of fireworks. But I'm pretty sure if I blow myself up one more time, Katie's gonna leave me. So Grounds for Divorce.
Katie's like, if you punch one more freaking flyer card to the hospital.
We almost got a free visit.
Yeah, we almost got a free stay.
Yeah.
That's worth more than any point system at a hotel, Eric. All right, Brandon, last pick.
All right. This one seems fitting for a final pick. Even though it's only 18 shots, the packaging would get me alone. Blaze orange and camo, and it's called the Redneck Finale.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
If I see that, I'm getting it. I don't care how many shots. It could be one shot. I'm like, it's cool packaging. I'm getting it.
I need a Brandon going, this is the Redneck Finale, y'all.
Yeah. You have to.
So yeah, for my finale of my picks, give me the Redneck Finale.
That's a good one, Brandon. That's a good one. All right. A lot of good ones still left on the board here. I'm going to go with one just by name alone. I'm going to go with Thundermania.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yeah, when you see fireworks, when you're looking for fireworks, you want a name that stands out. And I feel like Thundermania gives you all the vibes you're looking for a good fireworks show.
Mm-hmm.
The package is kind of weird. It's like a 32 shot one, so it's a decently long. But it's got like two like wrestlers or like fighters on it. So I'm all for it. I'm all
I like
in.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Give me the good vibes.
Honorable mention.
Yep.
Bottle rockets.
I mean, just Black Cat.
Just
Black Cat
bottle-
M80s, M100s. Sounds sick. Sounds
Yep.
more powerful. I was gonna say one of them is a fountain sparkler show. It's called Golden Showers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna say that and move on. I like that one.
Roman candles.
Roman candles.
are sick.
Yeah.
Fun to shoot.
Growing up, we liked, which is funny because bottle rockets, they almost give those away for free when you buy fireworks now because they're so cheap.
Because they're
But,
so much fun.
We loved the tanks. little cardboard tanks that the firecrackers and whatever, bottle
Yeah.
rockets and fireworks on them. We love those. And then now my girls, I got to give a shout out to them. They love these snakes it's a dog and he's squatting
Pooping.
and you light it and it looks like he's pooping.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That one kills every year now. My oldest one's 8. She loves it. Still loves the pooping dog one.
That's funny at all ages, Eric.
It is. I mean, hey, I'm like cackling, lighting it.
Yeah.
It looks like a dog pooping.
I saw one guerrilla warfare. That seems like a good one.
Get some Viet Cong action going.
Yeah. Impending danger was another one I saw. Yeah. That one might seem too realistic. too realistic.
And I saw one. It was called Pyro Viagra.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's a good one. I saw one called Badassical Blast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Another one, because I've gotten throughout my life many complaints. This one's called the Neighbor Hater, which I actually love that one because sometimes you just gotta annoy your neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
In my old neighborhood, Anish, and I can believe this. I lived in infamy in my old neighborhood where one 4th of July, we had a giant, like Brandon, you would know this, a water reservoir, like where like
a retention
pond.
Yes,
yeah,
retention
pond.
Yeah. Retention pond. Thank you, Brandon. But it was surrounded by houses all around it. And we were at a neighbor's house behind us, and his yard went right up to the retention pond. Thank you, Brandon. And we were shooting fireworks off. Or one of my other neighbors, both these guys served in the military. 2 different guys served in the military. So they were very into fireworks, more than I was. And neighbors were like complaining because they were like, my dog's getting scared. And I went on an anti-communist rant. And like literally for like 2 years after that, they were like, Eric, time to battle the commies on 4th of July.
Need that energy in London.
Yeah.
I saw one called Bubba's Boom. That felt like right up with Brandon's redneck finale.
Bubba, no. Shotgun Wedding. That's a funny one.
Yeah. Shimmer Me Timbers. Yeah. A lot of good ones. Honestly, again, like I feel like you can just make one up and it's probably a firework name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Good draft. Fun
Happy
episode.
4th.
Yeah. Happy 4th to everybody out there. This will come out before the actual 4th, so people have something to get ready for the 4th of July with. So,
Anish,
happy 4th. Yeah.
It goes into our interview, but because baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go, ah, 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 as you shoot across the sky, sky, sky. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice. That's the trailer.
That's it. That's the trailer right there.
That's all you need.
Yeah. That's a wrap, boys. Happy 4th. Stay safe out there. Hopefully everybody comes back next week.
Count
with
those
all their
fingers. Please
Yeah,
be
fingers,
safe.
Toes,
Please
limbs.
be safe.
Please be safe. Please firework responsibly, everybody. Okay?
Please.
Don't be a hero. Just be safe. All right, fellas. We'll catch you next week.